They say there are over 1.5 million abandoned homes across the globe. But what if I told you some of them weren't left behind because of time, or decay, or economics? What if the real reason was something far more terrifying? What if the walls of these forgotten homes held onto secrets that were never meant to see the light of day? Secrets so dark, so disturbing, that anyone who uncovered them was never the same again? This is not just a story, it's a descent into one of those places. Today, we're venturing into the decaying heart of one such house, a shadow of its former self, slowly being devoured by creeping vines and silence thicker than fog. Locals won't go near it. Some even cross the street, rather than walk beside its rusting fence. They say the place is cursed. Others whisper about something that still moves within its walls. A presence. A watcher. We're not here to speculate. We're here to find out the truth. Stay with me, and whatever you do, don't look away. Today, we're venturing into the decaying heart of one such house, a shadow of its former self, slowly being devoured by creeping vines and silence thicker than fog. Locals won't go near it. Some even cross the street, rather than walk beside its rusting fence. They say the place is cursed. Others whisper about something that still moves within its walls. A presence. A watcher. We're not here to speculate. We're here to find out the truth. Stay with me, and whatever you do, don't look away. Nestled just outside a small, forgotten town that doesn't even appear on most maps, this house has stood frozen in time for over 40 years. According to the few remaining town records, a family once lived here, a man, a woman, and 2 children. But one day they were just gone. No packing, no moving trucks, no forwarding address. The mail piled up. The grass grew tall. And eventually, the house became part of the landscape, rotting, silent, watching. But silence doesn't mean peace. Not here. Not ever. Over the years, the locals have whispered tales. People who claim to see shadowy figures pacing behind the curtains. Lights flickering in rooms long since disconnected from the grid. Blood-curdling screams that tear through the night, then vanish just as suddenly. Paranormal investigators have come, some seasoned, others skeptics. Few ever return. Some leave behind their gear. Others leave behind their sanity. One woman reportedly locked herself in her motel room for days, refusing to speak to anyone, clutching a single photo she'd taken inside the house. Many who dare stay inside even for a short while report bizarre symptoms, headaches, nausea, a strange sensation of being watched, and worse, the overwhelming feeling that time itself is shifting. Some say they lost hours and minutes. Others swear they saw themselves, standing in the hallway watching. Seeing your own reflection is one thing, but seeing yourself in motion, mimicking your every move in real time, is another. And the official records? They stopped in 1979. No deed transfers. No inspections. No tax payments. No maintenance. It's as if the house was erased from the system. But it's still here. Still standing. Still waiting. And with every year, the energy around it only grows darker, heavier, as if it's feeding off time, memory, and fear. So the real question is, why? Why would a home this large, once filled with laughter, suddenly fall silent? Why does no one speak of it, unless they're drunk or dying? Why do even animals avoid it? Birds won't perch on its roof. Stray dogs bark at it and run away. Something has rooted itself here, something ancient. We begin at the gate. The hinges are rusted, but the gate opens easily, too easily, like it's been oiled from the other side. The moment we step onto the path, the world changes. The air grows colder. The chirping of insects, the rustle of trees, it all fades. It's as if nature itself is holding its breath. The front door doesn't resist. It creaks open with a long groan, echoing into the shadows within. Dust swirls in the beam of our flashlight. The wallpaper peels like shedding skin. But oddly, everything else remains intact. Furniture is untouched. Plates are still set on the dining table. A child's toy rests by the sofa, a stuffed bear, its fur matted with age and something darker. This isn't just an abandoned house. This is a moment frozen in time. It feels like the family just stepped out minutes ago, and yet it also feels like no one's lived here for centuries. In the kitchen, the smell is unbearable. Rot, mold, and something metallic like blood. The refrigerator is locked shut with rust. In the sink, a small, muddy child's shoe. There are no signs of struggle. No mess. Just an eerie sense that something was interrupted. The hallway stretches endlessly, despite the house being only 2 stories. The walls are lined with family portraits, but every face is scratched out. Not faded. Scratched. Deeply. violently. Some frames lie shattered on the floor. Others tilt unnaturally, like they're watching us pass. And behind one portrait, something even more unsettling. A handprint, smeared in what looks like dried blood. We climb the stairs, every step a slow moan beneath our feet. The master bedroom is pristine. The bed made. The curtains drawn. A jewelry box sits on the dresser, untouched. But there's a mirror, cracked in 7 places. 7 years of bad luck per break. This house has had decades to collect misfortune. And then a breeze. Cold. Faint. Coming from the wardrobe. We open it, revealing only clothes, aged and eaten by moths. But behind them, the back panel is loose. We pull it aside, revealing a small, narrow door, no bigger than a crawl space. Dust spills out. It smells like old wood and something wrong. The hidden door groans as it opens, revealing a staircase that spirals down into darkness. The air that rises from below is colder than ice and thick, like it hasn't moved in decades. Flashlights flicker as if protesting our descent. Our cameras glitch. One of them shuts off completely. We move down one step at a time. The steps creak, some crack, and the deeper we go, the quieter everything becomes, until there's nothing. No sound. No echo. Just breath and heartbeat. It feels like we've stepped out of the world. At the bottom we find it, a hidden room, untouched by time, buried in shadow. The walls are covered in clippings from old newspapers, stories of disappearances, murders, strange happenings. Interwoven among them are symbols, crude and dark, painted in what looks like ash or soot, or something worse. And carved into the floor is a circle, old, burnt, with remnants of candles surrounding it. In the center of the room is a single wooden table. Upon it lies a photo album. Dusty, warped, but somehow calling to us. We open it. The photos start normal. A family smiling. Kids playing. A birthday party. But in each image, there's something else. A shape. A shadow. A figure barely visible at first. Then clearer. Lurking in doorways. Reflected in mirrors. Standing behind the family unnoticed. Until the final photo. It shows the entire family at the dinner table. They sit stiff, vacant. Their eyes blacked out, not scratched, but as if inked from the inside. And behind them stands the figure. Tall. Thin. Faceless. Hands resting on the father's shoulders. It stares directly into the lens, directly into us. And then a whisper. Soft. Close. Go. We freeze. A chill cuts through us. The flashlight flickers, then dies. The air shifts. Something is there. We don't wait. We run. Up the stairs. Through the hall. Out the door. Back into the cold night, gasping for breath, unsure if what followed us is still behind us. We escaped. But the memory didn't. That room, that album, that figure, it haunts our every thought. The house stands as it always has, silent, watching. But something inside it has stirred. Something ancient. Something angry. Is it haunted? Cursed? Possessed? We don't know. We only know one thing. Whatever it is, it doesn't want to be found. And it certainly doesn't want to be disturbed. But some houses don't just hold ghosts, they make them. They feed on your fear. And once you enter, a part of you never really leaves. So what do you think? Could this house be guarding a dark force far older than we can imagine? Or could it be something that's not just ancient, but alive, evolving, waiting, watching us even now? The evidence we've seen suggests this isn't just a haunting. It's a presence, a consciousness that reacts, hides, maybe even lures. Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below, no matter how wild they may seem. And if you've got the nerve to keep going down this terrifying rabbit hole with me, don't even think about missing my next haunted exploration. Things are only going to get darker from here.